Hi, Julie Jones, mental performance coach from SSB Performance, Smarter, Stronger, Better Mindset Training, here with this week's Mindset Made Simple Tip of the Week. And this week we're talking about stopping, regrouping, and performing. I was watching football this weekend, a college game on Saturday, a pro game Sunday, and I thought to myself, wow, they just needed to stop at one point. Just stop the bleeding, just stop. It reminded me of a time when I was a kid, or numerous times, I guess, maybe when I was a kid, when I would stand in the kitchen door, and I would put my hands up, and I would put my legs out, and I would stand there and block my little sister from coming in, and she would run at me and bounce off, and then she would go back a little further, run as hard as she could, and bounce off, and all the while, just getting more and more and more frustrated. And that's what I saw yesterday watching football in college in particular, and then again in pro games, as I watch the Browns. I'm a Steelers fan. Sorry for all of you Cleveland fans, but it's just the way that it is. I take a lot of hassle for it, so you won't be the first one. But anyway, in the college game I watched, they had about 3 false starts within about 2 minutes, and they had an opportunity to win the game. They're fourth, the other team was third, but at one point the bottom just fell out, and I just kept thinking, call a timeout. Call a timeout. But I know timeouts are precious. I'm not the coach. I don't make $9 million a year and know what my team can do and what they can't do. But from the outside observer, it just seemed like they needed to stop. Just like my sister. Had my sister thought about it just for a second, she could have stopped, come up to me, tickled me underneath the armpit, got through and gone into the kitchen and got whatever she wanted, right? Or she could have ran upstairs or wherever, outside or whatever, and gotten my dad. That really would have stopped it all. That would have been the end of it. The game would have stopped as quickly as it started if she would have used that tactic. Because my dad would have walked in and I would have acted like nothing happened, right? That's what we do when we're kids. But the power of stopping is so important to understand. But we have to have a plan for it. All of our games, whatever game we coach, whatever thing we do, there's always an opportunity to stop at some point. Stop, regroup, move on. What do we do when we regroup? There's a couple things we can do. Stop, take a deep breath. Change the chemicals in our brain. Make sure the blood's flowing so we can see better, we can perceive better, we can do everything better with more blood in our brain. The faster we breathe, the less efficiently we breathe, the less brain blood it gets. Less blood to the brain, period. What else can we do? We can stop and for just 1 second do a rehearsal of what's to come. What's my job? Okay, we're in the huddle. We're talking about it. Let's look at each other in the eye and say, well, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. What's my job? Picture my job. Think about my job. Go do my job. There's always a chance to stop. Even if we're running back down the basketball court, we can stop in our mind and just clear it out and go. But we have to practice all this in order to do it in pressure because things don't speed up when everything's going well. Things speed up when everything's going wrong. How do we stop the madness? How do we stop the momentum? We literally have to stop. We have to be in control of ourselves before we can control our performance. And in order to be in control of ourselves, we have to be in control of our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, and our actions. That comes next. But it all starts with the thought. Because as I said last week, thoughts become things. The thing that we want is success. Can we always get success? Not necessarily, but I guarantee you this. If we can stop the madness that's going on in that moment, we have a much better chance of the outcome that we want. You know, we get caught up in the moment. When we're in the moment, we're really not even in the moment. We're in some other moment. We're in somebody else's moment. We want to be in our moment right here. Stop, look around, find the detail in something. Stop, take a breath, stop, do a mental rehearsal. Just stop. Stop. If Jen would have stopped and used the tactics that I'm talking about now, we would have never played the game again. But instead, we continued to play the game. Mean, old sister. Mean, right? I hope you'll consider how you can get yourself or your athletes or whoever it is that you lead to stop and then have a plan on what to do next. Because planning is the process. Process is what we need to be focused on. Have a great week. If you want to talk more about this, email me at juliej@ssbperformance.com. Check out more of my blog posts or Mindset Made Simple posts at ssbperformance.com. Have a great week. See you next time.